right. Oh, why is there's turn me off. Okay. I don't know, Jerry. That's a great question. He did text me the other day about how he still can't do OverTheShow 151 to be live from Michigan. Jarvis Jerry. He did text me the other day about having this is out to you, Sadu, if you're here or not here. It doesn't seem like you're here. But he did text me the other day about having super issues about chopsticks, and did he really need to learn it? And I said, yeah, dude. You can't eat sushi with a fork, homie. And he's like, "Oh man, this is gonna be bad." So yeah, there was that. But yeah, dude, went to Hobby Lobby to get like little red eyes, because you remember the parrots from that OverShow segment with the pirates? I still had them, right? All these years later.
Yeah.
I spray painted them black last year. Right? And I needed rubies or something plastic to glue on for eyes. So that when the light hits them or whatever for the pathway leading up to the house for Halloween. So I went to Hobby Lobby. And that's where I got the Zelda thing. The weird part about that, I forgot what I was even telling this story, Jerry. They had no Halloween decoration stuff. Their stuff, because they're Christian doucher baggeries, their stuff's all like Thanksgiving, like kind of middle ground, you know, like pumpkins and shit and like corn, you know,
okay.
You know what I mean?
More neutral.
Yeah, super neutral shit. But then it gets super racy, and that, you know, and like white people style, it's like pilgrims and like Native Americans, and you're like statuettes. It's like, so you can't have any bats or fucking, you know, creepy stuff. Spiders or nothing, yeah. But you're cool with having these like kind of awkward, like, you know, pilgrim characters. To each his own, I guess. You know them Hobby Lobbies. But then we went to Dollar Tree and picked up a bunch of fake rats and bats to like hang the rats. You know the that wooden overhang when you're walking up to the front of the house? You know what I'm saying, Jerry? You've been here. Mm-hmm. Gonna hang the bats down. It's mainly for Alessi, you know. But I glued the rubies to their eyes. They look awesome. So here's my whole thing. That's why I said, little tip and trick from Tubi. Go to Dollar Tree, buy the cheap little rataroonies or the bats. You feel me, Jer? Then you go to get some like little ruby eyes. Get your hot glue gun. Now, here's pro tip. I didn't even know this was a thing till this year. This is another awesome Hobby Lobby pro tip. They have colored hot glue. Didn't know that was a thing. Did not know that was the thing. Got red sparkly hot glue. Used that to glue on the little ruby eyes. Came out awesome, dude. I should have took a photo. Leslie's going to be spooked.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That is dope.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
That's my arts and crafts.
Hot glue.
Yeah. Hot glue's
it's keeping up with the times.
Oh, yeah. With the different colors. That's genius. Who would have thought? Like, I never even thought about that being like a dope idea. We got a little variety pack. It came with blue, green, red, silver, gold. 2 sticks of each.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, looking at the Hobby Lobby website, yeah, it's Thanksgiving and fall.
Yeah, them Hobby Lobbies got a certain vibe to them. I personally am not a fan. Not a fan personally. That, you know, I wanted like Halloween stuff. I like Halloween, you know.
Like, and again, like, you know, a spider and a bat is pretty
basic,
neutral in my opinion.
Yeah,
like, fine if you don't want ghosts or witches, whatever. But like, you can have the bugs. But yeah, no, it's a bunch of leaves.
Yeah, pumpkins. I told you, Jerry. Yeah,
and then scarecrows.
Yeah,
like friendly looking scarecrows, not even creepy.
Pumpkins.
You know. Yeah, see the pumpkins. Haven't come across corn yet. But
we bought this little like metal corn thing because I was like, oh, that you could still use that for Halloweeny stuff. It's just not the most Halloween. Like, I'm looking for Halloween.
Yeah. Spirit stuff. Spirit store stuff. An owl? Pff, what? Yeah, it's definitely not at all giving those spooky vibes. Let's see what else. Valentine's Day, football party, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, summer, 4th of July, fall, Christmas, New Year's. Skip right over Halloween.
Mm.
But makes sense, as you said. The more you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But since we're on the topic and you already have it pulled up,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
watched The Monkey.
Yeah.
That's a spooky, goofy little. Got a code red tonight.
Last of the Star Wars cans.
Nice. I should have refrigerated mine. Watch The Monkey. It's definitely like goofy in how over the top the deaths are, but like I guess that's the whole point of the movie of how like just absurd it can be. Um, but like yeah, I don't know. It's worth a watch. Watch it on Hulu. Pre Jimmy Fallon uproar stuff. But yeah, I don't know. There were some cool deaths in it. It was like interesting. Karina also enjoyed it. It's based on the Stephen King thing book story. It's a story, and then the what Psycho, that guy, his son directed it and wrote it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's a good little goof about laughing movie with the way some of the people die in it. You know, if you got 90 minutes, it's worth checking out. What I would say.
Oh, what did I do? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what I was about to do. Yeah. What did this guy? Okay. And this is on HBO Max or Field?
No, Hulu.
Oh, Hulu.
Hulu.
Wait, he what?
And She-Hulk is the mom in it.
Oh, he directed Long
That's
Legs. Did you say that?
It's the no, I said it was the Psycho guy's son,
Okay.
Anthony Perkins or whatever. That it is like, oh yes, he did direct Long Legs. So yeah, Long Legs guy directed this. Yeah, it's a silly horror movie. Worth a gander if you're looking for something that's not like terrifying, like nothing.
Anyone standing? Oh, Adam Scott. Oh wow. Oh wow. Elijah. Okay.
Oh yeah. They have like
Isn't
smaller
that the guy? Isn't that the director
too.
dude right there?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But yeah, little easy watch for getting into the Halloween spirit. Oh yeah, he was in the movie, I guess. Yeah, it's like Stephen King's version of like Final Destination in a sense. It's like very over the top deaths that then
Gotcha.
become silly.
All
Yeah.
right, yeah, you got me. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
And the monkey is the ongoing element.
Yeah, the thing like every time you turn the key, someone dies randomly, basically.
Gotcha.
Sadu in the chat, number 3 fan tonight. I was number 2. Gnome T.
I think that's Alex.
Number 1.
Dante's brother. If I'm not mistaken. Oh my gosh.
Sup, Sadu?
Sorry, I'm trying to fix some stuff off screen, but with the size of the chat. If I can see the main one where Sadu is. Nice. There's Sadu. All right, cool. All right, Jared. So what did you give it?
Maybe B minus C plus. Like again, it's not. I'm not gonna go around recommending it. Like, oh my god, you have to watch this. But like, sure, if you're looking for easy little Halloween movie, go for it. But like, yeah,
And
no
Halloween's up
one's
and
gonna
coming.
walk away like. Yeah, no one's gonna be walking away from that thinking like, oh my god, I'm so glad I saw the best thing ever. But like, it was cool. It was a fun movie. Nick
Okay.
watched it and was like, oh, it's it's funny. So yeah, B minus, C plus. Nothing crazy, but like it was cool. Like I popped it on late. I think I like started around midnight and Karina stayed up to watch it. So I guess that says something. She usually goes to bed early, but she stayed through it all. I was a little surprised by that. She's not typically
What's the running time?
Movie. I think 90 minutes.
Hour and a half, yeah. 98.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, no. In and out. Keeps moving the entire time. Doesn't really stall. So, yeah, maybe B minus. I'll settle on B minus.
All right, B minus. Let's go right in. I guess right into Superman, dude.
Yeah, put that off for a long time watching. Popped it on 2 days ago. Yeah, maybe Sunday or something. It was fine. It was. I will say, it was more enjoyable than I was expecting. I was expecting it to just be a like super, as they say, whatever burger, but. Like, I don't know. There was something because like Karina and I were talking about it as watching it. Of like,
there's definitely some dumb
something about like that. I feel they went back to like some of the old school Superman vibes. Like, it definitely feels like the style's like, oh, it's the 50s or whatever, but it's definitely not. It's like modern times, and like it weirdly works.
It does. Well, it's
like
definitely not our world. You feel like it's not here. You're like, oh, cool. This is like something different. It doesn't feel grounded it like feels grounded in their world.
Exactly.
But not here.
Yeah. Everybody accepts that there's Superman and superheroes, and it's just day to day that aliens pop up and blah, blah, blah. It's not like how all superhero films recently, it's like, oh, the start of it, and like the world's just experienced them. It's like, oh, you get the vibe. They've been in this.
Oh, it jumps right up in that bitch, right?
They're just rocking with it. And it's like, oh, well, it worked. I will say the trailers gave away some of the funnier scenes.
Yeah.
Like with,
trailers suck nowadays, dude.
And then, and like when he goes to Lex to get the dog back, like that's a funny scene, but they showed all that stuff before that. I don't think there was much in the movie that's like, well, I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting Peacemaker, which we'll get into in a minute. So we'll talk about that next.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that next year. But
probably.
I mean, I just wasn't expecting. I should have though, I guess, because it's James Gunn. Here's the easiest way to do it, Jerry.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is you go through the characters real quick. Like, was he a good Clark Kent? He was a decent Clark Kent. She was all right. I think there's been other Loises that I liked better in the past, but this is first swing at it. So because I kind of like the Lois from was it the show called Lois and Lane? Lois and Clark and Lois that ended recently. Whatever, doesn't matter, bro. This character sucked, bro. Unnecessary. I didn't like the head flipping thing, the fight thing where it's shooting stuff. Like, it just didn't feel like super necessary. Like, you already got Bizarro evil Superman clone. Like, we don't need this. He was cool.
And she did the like handstand thing and like flipped her face. Yes. It was like, you could have just turned around.
I've seen so many memes about that.
That took
I've
so
seen
much
so
longer.
many memes, Jared. There's so many memes on that. I didn't really super notice it in theater, but then when I saw the memes and stuff, I was like, yeah, totally. Homie's a great. I thought this dude was a good Lex Luthor. I
I was
don't.
surprised by that.
Yeah, it was
Especially
interesting.
following Jesse Eisenberg.
I like Jesse Eisenberg as that character as well, though.
God, I hated him. Like Nick and I were just talking about Batman vs Superman last night, and it's like, oh my God, he was such, in my opinion, such a bad Lex Luthor. I hated Jesse.
I just like Jesse Eisenberg.
Whatever. Either way.
Either way. Yeah. Moving on. I can see that though, Jared. You know what? I need to go back and watch that film to really judge it again. But here, let's get into this real quick. Everyone that works at the Daily Planet almost felt useless, though. I have to point this out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I like this Superman film, but all of the Daily Planet characters, although I do love this guy, he's from that zombie show that I used to love with Timothy Olyphant and Drew Barrymore, San Clemente Diet or whatever.
Who is he?
He's playing Jimmy Olsen.
No, but who is he in the other show?
He's the next door neighbor who starts dating the girl.
Oh.
He's the neighbor boy, whose stepdad's a cop or some shit, who's a prick, and he knows he's in on the Drew Barrymore being a zombie. But I'm always used to see Homie. I like him as an actor, so it was cool to see him in this. This guy, he's a great actor. Seen him in a bunch of different things over the years. There's something recently I watched him in. It doesn't matter. He's barely in it. He's in like 2 scenes. This chick, barely in it. I don't even know, like, had 1 talking scene. Didn't even remember that this dude was in this. He's in this for like a scene. Don't even remember that. Because he's a main character in Oh, does he arrest Superman? He's in the arresting scene of Superman. That must be what he's in.
There's a.
Oh my God, Jared! I totally forgot to share. You gotta remind me that I forgot to share the thing with you. I see what you're saying.
In the meeting when he's talking to Lex, he's definitely there. He's, like you said, he's there for like a second or 2. And they drop his name. They definitely say like, "Oh, Captain Flag," or whatever his name is. Randall?
You see that now, right? It's on sharing on your end.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. Rick Flag. Yeah.
Whose son? The name.
He's senior. His son gets killed in Suicide Squad.
Oh, I was like, did they just ignore? Because I like remember that. I was like, wait, I thought he was in one of the other movies.
The chick was cool. Her falling in love with Jimmy Olsen and all that was funny. She did a good job. This character was interesting. Clearly, we need to see more, but also just like another classic CGI bullshit character or whatever. It was cool though, and I thought Homie does a great job as Superman. The dog, amazing. Loved the dog. Didn't think I was going to. Thought I was gonna think it was a Grogu kind of moment, but I ended up loving the dog. I don't know how you felt.
Dog was fine. Dog was definitely not. He wasn't annoying.
He wasn't as corny as I thought it was gonna be.
Annoying. Yeah. It was like, all right, they worked all of that stuff that I did think was going to be super cheesy and lame. Is like, oh, wow, it actually worked in the film.
This was my favorite character I didn't see coming in the movie, was Mr. Terrific. I thought he was the most interesting, but also, like, you saw him the most, too. So, I don't know. Like, maybe we were supposed to like him the most. Interesting. I like this actor.
Haircut.
Yeah, I hate the haircut. Yeah, but I think they want you to hate the haircut, though. You feel me, Jerry? Like it's like on purpose.
Yeah, it's just you don't see bowl cuts that often.
Hated the robots. I hate humanoid-looking robots. Interesting
or something.
Interesting costume. Didn't see much out of these characters, so can't really judge them. And then this is just Superman.
Yeah, they were, like you said, Mr. Terrific, I think, had the most.
I think he was the most standout.
Time out of the group.
And like everybody at the Daily Planet, other than Lois, and Jimmy Olsen are like this guy, this chick, the boss man, and there's another character that's not being shown right here that was also like a part of that. I feel like maybe another gentleman. Either way, barely shown, but at the same time shown enough to where it was like they clearly wanted us to remember them. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, and Jimmy's the only one that's like, hey, there he is. You know, everyone else is like, okay.
Well, they
It's not
had to
like
because he's like the
J.
one.
Jamerson,
Yeah,
J.J. Jameson or whatever.
yeah, yeah. It was a cool movie. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like the saving. Superhero movies are back on top. Like I don't think it's that.
Yeah, no, yeah. No.
Because it definitely felt like a what's his name style of movie.
James Gunn.
James Gunn, yeah. Like the balls, like when they're flying around, that's the whistle scene. Like there's a lot of scenes I feel like you could like call it out. Like you're like, oh yeah. I mean, and then like, hey man, that's to each his own. You got your shooting style. But I definitely felt like it was like, oh yeah, this definitely feels like a James Gunn movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I will say it was nice that it didn't feel like he was just trying to make like the Superman version of Guardians or whatever. Like there was humor, but it wasn't so humor based the way those are. Like again, I'll give him props. I thought he was just gonna super James Gunn it up, and he didn't. He's like, no, I'm gonna make a Superman movie, like you said, in his style, but didn't go overboard.
Yet. Yeah. So what do you give it, Jerry?
Probably also a B minus, C plus. Like you said, it
That's
didn't
like
make me
where I
like.
feel like I put it.
Yeah, it's like you said, I'm not gonna go run out and see Superman 2 or any other, like I'm not juiced off superhero movies after seeing this or anything like that. But again, it was better than I thought, so I'll put it in like the B's.
I definitely think it's worth a watch. Especially if you have the streamer that it's available on, it's definitely worth a watch. But yeah, I don't I don't know, like it. The best compliment I could give it is like I normally don't give a fuck about Superman, and I thought it was definitely the coolest Superman flick I've seen. You know,
Yeah, I'll
like
agree with that.
not
And I
taking
do
away from the
also
old
one
ones
thing
being like what they establish like cinematically in the world of movie making, but like this one, this is for me. You know, I was like, oh wow, this is a cool Superman flick. So, but go ahead, Jared.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, I was gonna say one thing I super appreciated is they did not go into like the history of him or whatever. It was just like the quick text
Yeah.
in the beginning of like, hey, he got here, and like you said, they just jumped into it immediately. It was very much like this has been established. We don't need to see Superman learning to be Superman. He's doing his thing. Let's get to it, and I appreciate that. So I'll give it a solid B.
Yeah.
I'll give it a solid B.
All right, so let's jump right over before we upload. Hold on, because we're on the subject and we showed them. Where did I put that? Peacemaker. I was a little surprised that they even were going to do a season 2, but at the same time, I guess I'm not, because James Gunn is the guy who directed the first season, and that was under the other version of DC. So why wouldn't he bring it back? Right?
Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't realize that. It's like, oh yeah, this is
and
now under
the end
its
of
full
season 1 of Peacemaker. Wait, how do you get the? I wonder if they show it.
Oh yeah, I never finished it, but I know what you're talking about, and I saw it, and because everybody was like,
There's
"Oh,
a
remember my grandma,"
shot
so I looked it
where,
up.
yeah, here you go. Here you go. The guys pull up. Right, Jer? There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Superman, Aquaman, Flash, and Wonder Woman.
Cyborg.
Interesting enough, no Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or Cyborg, Jerry. Correct. So they're, I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. And in the new show, spoilers, everybody. Jared, I know doesn't give a shit. He just rewrites this scene where there's Superman because it worked out perfectly too. Because like, look, you can't see. It's not like you see Henry Cavill.
Who it is.
So he just reshot this scene in the sense of like he took out these three bozos and put in Hawk Girl and fucking Green Lantern, the new Green Lantern. And that's that. And then they do like a one-liner together. They also appear later in another episode or later in that same episode. Maybe the next episode, whatever. They appear. They've appeared a couple times now, right? Hawkeye, Hawk Girl, and Green Lantern. Superman has not appeared.
Mm-hmm.
Superman has not appeared. They actually kind of just cut that part of the scene out. They don't show this exact shot, kind of. Anyways, that's how they rewrote it. They just changed it up that way, which I guess puts him in. I don't know. I'm still very confused. The show's interesting. It's got some funny moments to it. It's funny they brought back what's his name, homie that
Michael
Rook, yeah. Which you know, I feel like he always works with, or at least Guardians and shit, right? It's cool. It's interesting. His wife is the hot chick in the show, the love interest, which is interesting. James Gunn's wife.
Oh, I did not know any of that.
Yeah. We're just like, huh? You wrote your wife in as the hot chick love interest. Interesting. I mean, that's cool. I would do the same, I guess, if I had my own TV show. Right? So why not? Overall, right now, I think it's like midway through the season, I would assume. It's cool. It's interesting. I'm not super loving it. I'm very curious to see where they take it. Because like his dad comes back, Jerry, and I don't know if you did you watch the first season? His dad is like
half of it.
His dad's like a white supremacist superhero. He's like the Klan's superhero.
Did not get that far.
Yeah, and that's who makes his helmets. And then in this series, he's like he's still alive, and so is his like brother in some like bizarro world. And they keep going back there, and it's like, wait, what's going on here? Because I thought that I don't know. I'm very confused. So we'll see. I'm definitely gonna finish it. Right now, I give it a C plus B minus.
Okay.
I wouldn't like recommend it. I'm not saying go out of your way to watch it. Yes, Sadhu, that is correct. But she's like the co-star of this. Not like he's never written her in the way he's written her in this. Sadhu, like it's a little bit different. But yeah, she's definitely featured in everything he does. Not as bad as Rob Zombie, who is the king of having his wife be the star of everything he did. Which I think almost, to be honest, sorry, Rob Zombie, kind of almost hurt a lot of his films by the end of it. She was better younger.
Still felt the same.
Maybe that's what it is, Jared, is by the time we got to her being older, it felt like she was still playing the same character. That is what it is, Jared. You're totally right. Or you know what it was? Is that they should have just took a break in the middle there, and he should have hired other people. And then when they came back for that later one or whatever, it would have hit more. You know what I mean? Whatever. That's off subject.
Yeah.
That's off subject.
Yeah. It's parallel.
Parallel, yeah. I do like homie that plays. Oh
my god, this fuck.
Whatever this character's name is.
Keep going, fucking hear it.
He's great. Yeah. Oh, and the ladies' man's in it. Tim Meadows. He's in the season, Jared, and he actually is.
Who does he play?
He plays like a FBI or a CIA agent, and I do love me some Tim Meadows. He's amazing. So if you like Tim Meadows, it's definitely worth watching some of his one-liners. And with that, my friends, we will move on. Jerry, upload.
Hold on 1 sec. This cat's like running around. Let me go give her some food real quick.
All right, I'm gonna move on to Donkey Schlong. I beat it, and then I put it in here. That was weeks ago. I beat it on stream, so you may or may not know. It was cool. Good times were had. It's a very enjoyable game. I would recommend it to anyone who likes platformers or open world platformers. Yeah. And that's about it on the Donkey Kong. What would I give it? This to be honest, I would probably say Donkey Kong was my game of the year. Thank you, Sadu. But when it really comes down to it and you go against Mario Kart has a lot more replayability. You know, I'm gonna be able to go back to Mario Kart time and time again. This game, not so much. You know, well, they just released some DLC, which I also thought was kind of some bullshit because I had just beaten the game, literally just beaten it, and then a week later they announced DLC for $20, right? Which is some bullshit, folks. And I normally am a Nintendo fanboy and will never speak badly upon the Lord and Savior Nintendo. But this, to me, was some bullshit, and I think we talked about that when I watched the direct live on here. You could go back and watch that. But as a game, as a whole, it's a must-play if you have the Switch 2. I think it is the must-play right now for the Switch 2. But I think for Game of the Year, I might go Mario Kart because that is the one you're going to end up spending a lot more time with in the long run. Yeah. But definitely,
what do you think the next
S-tier game,
Switch 2 game you'll play?
That's actually for the Switch 2?
Yeah. You think it'll be like Metroid at some point? Like, yeah, not
that or
like,
that Star
right
Wars
when it drops, but yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah, because I do want to play that Star Wars Outlaw game or Metroid. It's one of the two of those. I probably won't pick up Pokemon immediately, especially because I'm playing Arceus right now. I'm about like probably halfway through that, which honestly is a great game too. A lot better than the other ones. A lot better. I'd say this, Jerry. If you said, "Hey, Tubi, which Pokemon on the Switch?" Because now I've played all the mainstream ones or mainline ones. I think that's what they call it. I'm not the king of video game knowledge.
Yeah, sounds right.
I would probably say Arceus is the one to go with. It's got
okay.
The thing though, and we're totally jumping around now. The thing that I have to mention because I'm playing it currently, that it bothers me is the other games, right, Jerry? You can like throw a Pokemon and it will just like fight random other Pokemon, and then you're earning XP and you're like walking. And I like that because you could just do that and then do your thing, like gather some other shit, like do your thing. It was a nice little side tracker. They need to add that. And this one, you could just like throw and catch Pokemon without even going into battle, which I also like and thought was a cool element. It's they need a mix. I hope the next game is a mixture of both those elements coming together from the Violet, whatever the fuck those games are called. It was Violet and
Scarlet or something.
Were those the last two? And then Sword and Shield, Violet and Scarlet. Yeah, take those elements and mix it in with a little bit of the Arceus, and then they'd have a perfect game with still the shittiest graphics you've ever fucking seen, right? Because it is still the shittiest graphics. That's another thing about the Donkey Kong game. Pretty good fucking graphics, kind of a Mario game where it just looks like it looks finished. You know, it's not fucking Pokemon where it looks unfinished and you're getting like a half-assy, thing. This is a fantastic game. Definitely an S tier. Let's move the fuck on, though. We can't talk too long about that. I'm just going to bump these out real quick just to get things out of here. I watched both of these, just the first two, Rush Hour 1 and Rush Hour 2. Gotta say, Rush Hour 1 is a fucking classic. Can do no wrong. Is it a little, some of the jokes a little more edgier now than they were in 98? Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, they are. But it almost makes it better, to be honest. It's a fantastic film. Chris Tucker is just amazing in it. Jackie can do no wrong. Loved it. I feel like the second one though, dude, and I need to watch the third, but this second one definitely felt like a calling it in paycheck. I mean, it's 3 years later. Watching it, it's just not good. It just doesn't feel like, it is cool to see the two of them on screen together again, and you're definitely getting those moments, but it is not the S tier that the first one is. It goes like S to a C very, very, very quickly. I mean, that first one, though, is fantastic. And like I said, it's still a C with the second one. It's just, it's quite a drop off from first to the next one.
Compared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just knock those out. Should we discuss Paper real quick, Jerry? We both watched that.
Yeah, might as well.
I mean, I really enjoyed it. It took me a hot minute to realize that the main guy was the dude from Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I think he's a great actor. This made me be like, wow, he has some range. Because he is playing a completely different thing in Star Wars.
Yeah, I know him from Karina Love's About Time. It's like, God, he can time travel if he goes into a dark room or something. Absolutely preposterous thing, but I know him from that, and then
About Time?
Machina,
is that what this is right here?
Yeah.
No. This is Goodbye, Christopher Robin, which is clearly about Winnie the Pooh. About Time.
That guy, he's got good amount. It's an old movie, 2000s or something. So it's a rom-com.
Okay.
A lot of people like it. Super silly, but I know him from that, and then Ex Machina, and then Black Mirror. He was in an episode.
He's in Ex Machina? Really I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Isn't he? I thought he was the guy who won. Yeah, he's the guy who wins the sweepstakes or whatever, and goes to meet the robot humanoid AI. Yeah.
Boy Eats Girl? No, you said About Time. I don't know why. Huh. Either way. So this guy's been in hell of shit. I didn't even know that. I just knew him as...
Yeah. He's been around for a minute.
Officer Huxtable or whatever the fuck.
General
Huxtable. About Time. 2013.
Oh, way later than I thought. Yeah, I don't know. Karina loves it.
Oh, I think Rachel
it's super
McAdams.
silly.
Okay.
Yeah, and he times travels all around the world.
Interesting.
All through time to hang out with what's her face.
Oh, so they stole one of my favorite movies, which is a horrible film, but the Wachowski siblings, Cloud Atlas, because that's kind of the same premise in that film too, only super creepy, where Tom Hanks keeps following Halle Berry. Isn't that's the same thing?
Absolutely.
That's the same thing.
Hated.
Jerry, that is the same storyline, though. Am I wrong? That's very similar.
There's another one.
Very similar.
There's another one that's actually creepy. Who is it? Because it's like this dude like travels back in time to when the girl's like a kid and meets her. It's
I don't like
very
that. I don't like
God.
that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a thing where people are like, oh, blah blah blah, and Karina's like, no, that movie's super awkward. Like yeah, I'll try to remember the name. But I don't know. The paper, I will say,
Yeah, let's get
took
back to
me
the
a
paper.
bit, yeah, to go all the way back to what this was actually about.
Yeah.
Took me a minute to get into the paper, but by the end, it kind of is like, all right, I like the characters. They're super
Oscar's great. Love to see Oscar.
wacky. Yeah, I feel they definitely made them very more over the top
I like
than the
Travis.
other ones, but like again, Travis is good.
Travis is great.
Yeah, I do think he's funny. And then who's the Adam? I think Adam is pretty funny.
Oh yeah,
That character.
yeah.
Again, they're all good.
I,
Dietrich is good.
I don't like the over the top lady. This lady.
I don't either.
I think it's
she's
too
a little
much.
much.
It's too much.
They need to.
Her and the British guy, her and Ken, Esmeralda and Ken, their whole storyline and shtick, I think, is a little forced. Everybody else I'm vibing with, to be honest. Barry's great.
To me, it's like they split Dwight into two characters and made them go super hard. Where, you know, like Ken Davies is like the corporate version of Dwight, who's just like, oh, Michael, what can I do for you? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like super into that stuff. And then
okay, Jerry.
The woman reminds me of like the super wacky version of Dwight. And it's just like, oh, wow, it's too much for one character to be this over the top. I don't know, you know, that was my take.
No, that's a good take, Jerry. That's definitely a good take.
Yeah. That it's just like, yeah, but like overall, again, by the end of it, it was like, okay, you got me interested in a second season and where this is gonna go.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. You know, I do think the love thingy between the two of them, the blonde girl and Ned.
Yeah.
Yeah. That also felt also Nicole and Derek. I felt like their whole little love thing that they were like, she doesn't want to. I don't know. Watch the show, folks. The love stories felt a little forceful, especially for only being the first season. Keep it up with the comedy here. Let the love thingy kind of let people decide on who we want you to ship together further into the show. I feel like that they were rushing all that a little much.
Yeah, you know? Like, oh, let's recreate the Pam and other guy.
Or Dwight and what's her name?
Oh, Dwight. Oh, yeah.
You know, with
two.
Well, you know, there was quite a few. Yeah. Because then you also had God, what were the Mindy Project chick and Ryan?
Oh wow, yeah. Mindy Kaling.
And then you had the front lady in the later seasons, the redhead chick, and Ed Helm started dating, but then
yeah, they did. Yeah,
they did a hell of people.
Now thinking about it, yeah,
because they also did what's his name in the shipping department? Because he also dated Mindy Project at one point. He was also on Brooklyn Nine. Yeah, Daryl. Yes. No, was Daryl the boy? I don't know, Daryl. Anyways, Paper, dude. I'm going to say Paper so far for me was an A. This first season was an A. It wasn't an S, but I definitely I like a good sitcom, and I definitely enjoyed it, and I hope they do another. So I'm going to give it an A.
Yeah, I'm stick with my B's. Like, again, I definitely thought it was going to be a lot. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot lower. But then, because it was like, oh, they're just trying so hard to be The Office, blah, 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 blah. But again, by the end, it was like, okay, they are doing their own thing. And like, they have some references to, like you said, Oscar's in
Oscar's
it.
They
mentioned like Phyllis and her husband's
he calls,
or whatever.
Is he?
Yeah. I think like the first episode, he mentions that like, oh, the office building actually is like shut down now or whatever. Like they have him for a second. I thought there was going to be a lot more cameos
He
from
calls
the original cast.
when Oscar gets something in the paper, he calls, what's his name? Oh my god, it was one of my favorite characters on the show. Older black gentleman. Oh my god. Why this is gonna bother me so much? Why can't I think of his name? He was one of the funny.
From the original series?
Yeah, he's one of the funniest fucking characters. He's always reading the newspapers and all the meetings and shit, which they're totally mimicking in this show with Barry.
Yeah, they definitely
what the fuck
are trying to recreate some
The Office.
of the some of the characters, it seems. Stanley.
Thank you, Jer. Fuck, I was looking it up too. Stanley. Yeah, I feel like he calls Stanley. He gets something in the newspaper and he's like oh, did you see it? Yeah. It was like the ending credits thing, Jerry. Right? Like it's the one where he gets the first time he gets the Roku or whatever in the newspaper. It's the ending credits tag little thing is him calling Stanley. But you don't hear fucking Stanley. He just says, "Hey Stanley, did you see the thing in the paper?" And that's it. And then it like cuts out.
Yeah, I missed that. Yeah.
It's stupid. So I'm like, but you know, at the same time, it is kind of fun fanfare because it's just Oscar, and Oscar is a part of the show. I thought he was going to be more in it, and then like the first few episodes, he's barely in it. He's actually, I feel like they let the new characters develop the first 3 or 4 episodes, and then Oscar kind of starts appearing more in the later ones.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Because they had to give him fucking scenes, or else why the hell would he have signed on? But maybe they also edited it down, Jerry. Like who knows? You know, like they shot a bunch of shit and then they edit it up a certain way. I don't know. It's cool. Let's move on. Fucking paper. Aliens Earth. I mean, I don't want to say too much to spoil it for anybody because this is one of the probably I'm assuming I don't know about Jerry, but it's gonna be probably my show of the year. Yeah, it's been fantastic. It's definitely S tier. Timothy Olyphant, man. He's my favorite.
He's really good in it. And again, I know we've talked about it before, but I do like how much they're showing the Xenos and stuff.
Yes, daytime.
That was a big worry of mine.
Daytime,
yeah,
Xeno,
that was
bro.
Pretty cool.
Like out.
Last episode was really cool. I do wonder how they're going to, or where they're going to leave us at the end of the next episode.
Yeah, because tonight's the last episode, right? It's like right now.
I would think so, yeah.
Or it already aired, yeah. Yeah, so
yeah, I don't know. I've been enjoying it. I like that we're getting all this other insight to the like synthetics and androids and stuff like that. That it's a interesting take, and you know, I know before we talked about like, oh, hope they don't like focus too much on the other alien species or whatever, and it's like they're not. You know, they definitely did some, but it's like no, it's still very much Xeno.
And they incorporated the Xeno
it's cool.
while incorporating the other ones. You know what I mean, Jerry? Like with that, which I really like that scene with the eyeball fights the Xeno in that cool way.
Oh yeah.
This guy's amazing. This dude, he's really good. Let's look and see what else he's done because I've been very impressed by him.
All the like robots or synthetics or whatever, they've all been super interesting because they're all different and they're all like they all have their own motivations for what they're doing throughout it all. That it's like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like you get just the different levels of like how evil they are, I guess. Or maybe not evil, but again, just how self-motivated
yeah, for sure.
they are in the end. But yeah, highly enjoying it.
I
That
swear I
for sure
watched
would
that.
be like A's, A's, and like you said, it's probably gonna be like my S tier pick of the year, and Del Louise. Like it's been fantastic. I don't know, been waiting a while for it. I feel, and it's delivered. I will give them that. It has delivered.
Huh. Interesting. This is like the first thing homie was in. He's great. He's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gonna be my Deloise. S's across the board. Love Timothy Olyphant. Love the chick. Playing Wendy. Um, I even hate the boy, right? But like I'm supposed to hate him, so he's doing a fantastic job in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion. This guy, this creepy fuck right here, he's doing a fantastic job as a creepy fuck.
Yeah,
Um,
him. I don't like. So, do you think he's a
I don't know.
like robot or
I don't.
synthetic? Like
I
he's
was
very
convinced that Timothy
creepy.
Olyphant was gonna. Jerry, and I had told your brother this and stuff. I was convinced that Timothy Olyphant was working for Wayland Tech or Wayland Tatani,
And he
and
might
that
be
he still could be. He still could be. That's what he still could
because
be.
they did.
But in that one
Because I do feel
episode,
they said, yeah,
when he like tells the boys, he's like, "Hurry up, you're gonna be late." I was like, "I'm right." And then at the end, I was like, "No, I'm fucking not." I was like, "God damn it!" Like, that's tomorrow. Great show. That's my point of saying that story real quick. I'm sure that's confusing if you haven't watched, but it threw me for a roller coaster. I thought I was right. I thought I knew I'd caught on to something, and I definitely had not. It is a wild show.
yeah. Because what was it? This last episode, maybe one before it, that they mentioned like the granddaughter of Utani and stuff. That it's like, oh, okay, they're starting to get like more into that. That might have been one of the first times they mentioned like Wayland Utani more directly, and then we actually see someone and how. Yeah, again, it's very interesting what they're doing with it. I've
Yeah,
enjoyed it a lot.
it's good. It's cool world building. They are going large with it, but it's well done and it's being done tastefully. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and we're seeing a lot of cool scenes with Xenos, and that's really what I'm there for. I'm there for the
Yeah.
fucking Xeno. Um,
Mm-hmm.
although Timothy Olyphant, he's becoming the new David, and I love David, so that's cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
that's not okay. Interesting.
Yeah. It's really good. Definitely a check out. It's my
Yeah, I feel
A.
like even this right here is like hinting at something when you were saying that, Jerry. How there's the faces on the wall, and then him.
He's always just he's so hard to read.
Yeah.
That like I feel there's gonna be some reveal with him in this next episode or something. I feel
Well,
they're gonna
well,
do
your
something
brother
something
pointed out
crazy.
this to me too. Shout out to Nicholas. That this alien, I think this is the plant one. They like super
Mm-hmm.
highlighted that plant one in the first episode when they go on the spaceship and the plant thing's hanging down. Also, that poor robot kid that died, man, like that's crazy. Like I didn't see that him being the first one. I kind of thought the Indian kid was going to be the first kid to die. Sorry, spoilers on all that, but this is just what I thought was going to happen. And then the other one died. I was like, damn. But your brother pointed out that they haven't done shit really with that bug plant or that plant alien. And we've seen the
Mm-hmm.
we've seen the bug and the eyeball now do shit, but the plant hasn't done anything. So I'm with Nick. The,
Yeah.
the plant has to do something in this final episode. I also feel like clearly the eyeball's going to try to kill the boy genius. Um,
That one again, I can't figure out because I feel there was an episode where, like you said, like at one point it was like fighting a Xeno, and it almost seemed like it was trying to alert the crew that something was up, but then, it's now kind of like, wait, I don't know what it's trying to do. That, like, yeah, I feel the eyeball and the plant are going to have more screen time in this last episode, and like something's
Also,
going to go
just
down. That
like
plant is.
the way that the termites work is super creepy. When they showed him inside that lung shot of all the termites coming out, that gave me that so far had given me the willies more than anything else in this movie. Because the idea of a creature that's able to go inside you and burrow into your lungs and stuff like that was so. They're pulling them out, and oh my god, that was early on.
Yeah, that was
Right?
unexpected.
Wasn't that
I
in
was
like
oh,
episode 5?
yeah, that was like, yeah, it was like definitely halfway when they did that, and then a couple episodes later, they're like,
It was
hey,
like
remember this?
I think it was the flashback scene to the spaceship, which was a great episode, fantastic episode of the show.
Oh yeah, when they kind of explain, what happened. Yeah, no, definitely watch this, whether you're an Alien fan or not. Like, it's well done.
Well, yeah, if you're
Story's
into
cool.
blood and stuff, I will say it is the most visual for an FX, Hulu, Disney, modern day Disney show. It is the most visual show out there. Like, it is gory, but it's fantastic, and not like it's alien gore. Like,
yeah, you know it's gonna be there, but like, yeah, it's not just gratuitous.
Dude,
but
even
like you said,
I
for
don't know,
it being
man.
on Hulu, Disney,
That
it's
shot
pretty
also
wild.
outside where when the brother looks back, the sister like walks off when she walks off with the alien, and then he looks back and sees all the dead soldiers. I was like, wow, like it's some like, dude, it's some crazy like. I will say this show is everything I kind of wanted an alien show to be. They did hit the mark on it. The storyline is a little bit large for my liking, but they like that you're getting so many cool shots, stuff I couldn't even show on stream because it would be flagged instantly. It's so gnarly. It was this whole. It's right here. This is literally what I'm talking about. Right after this, she walks away with him, and then the brother who's standing right here, he starts looking her around, and he's like, "Oh my god, every other human's been slaughtered," and it's like this eerie like. I'm with two robots and an alien. What if I sign myself up for a moment? That's I love. Because the thing, Jared, that I started to realize more recently. As a kid, I thought, oh, Aliens is about the Xenos. But really, it's always been about the AI and the Xeno. The AI element has always been heavily in these movies and shows.
Yeah, this one definitely... Like, it kind of makes you realize that it's like, oh wait, no, it's been. You think it's almost like humans versus the Xenos in each movie, but it's like, no, it's these goddamn AIs are trying to catch the alien every time, using humans as bait.
Only in the second one does he try to help out, right? It's Bishop, right? Ash is the first one, Bishop's the second one.
Oh yeah.
And he's like Bishop was the only cool AI to ever really get down. All hail Bishop. All right, moving along. When I finished watching Paper, this show started playing. Okay? And then my stoner ass just ended up watching a few. I will say, I really like the lady, this lady. She was also in, what was that?
Reno 911.
You're right, Cher. She was. That was not what I was thinking of, though. I was going to say that family show she had with the Goldblums. Wasn't she the mom in the Goldblums?
Oh, I have no idea. I never watched that. Yeah, Karina and I watched this show.
Am I tripping?
I will say, I think I definitely like, if we're going to do a mockumentary talking head interview show, I definitely like the Paper.
Yeah, she was Goldblums.
This one is harder for me to
yeah, Jared,
enjoy.
I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. There are a few funny cameos though, like Steve. This dude, you remember him from fucking Eastbound and Down?
Yeah. I don't remember him in the show.
He plays what's her name? This chick's boyfriend. There's some moments where you just blew my mind that she was from Reno 911. I was thinking Goldblum's mom, and you're totally right. She is the Reno 911 lady. I can't believe I didn't even think about that. I just was thinking Reno 911. I mean, Goldblum's. Wow, you blew my mind, Cher.
Yeah.
I also really like this dude. I don't know what I remember him from, but he's pretty fun.
Living Color.
That's not what it is, Chair. I mean, yes, you're probably right. I'm sure you're right, but that wasn't one of. Oh, he was in They Clone Tyrone, which I did like that movie. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm with you, Chair. If you're comparing it to that, but it just started going, and then I watched a couple, and then the next night I was like, well, it's one of those easy watching shows where you don't feel bad by the end of it or anything of the sort.
It's definitely a easy background TV thing. I think for me, it like kind of like we were talking about with the Esmeralda character. Like every character in Saint Denis is like super kooky and over the top, and you kind of just have to accept that, or else you end up like, oh, they're all crazy. But like, yeah, he's a funny doctor.
I'm kind of with you. I'm kind of with you on that. I'm kind of with you. The especially this Matt kid here, this gentleman. He's supposed to be the young, goofy kid. His is way too over the top. And this guy is supposed to be like the weird, creepy guy, and it's way too creepy. So I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying a little bit, Jerry.
But I agree with you.
Oh, this guy
appears
too.
Watch.
I love this dude.
It is an easy watch.
He's been in so many shows that we've watched 1 or 2 seasons of, and then they never take off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Better Off Ted.
Bring back Better Off Ted.
He was in 2 shows.
Oh, he's like the comic at the comic fair or whatever.
Dude, this guy. Oh, and he was on Grace and Frankie. This guy, I swear, is in like all the shows I watch, or a lot of them. I watched that Neighbors too. That Neighbors. Remember, I watched that. I think I talked about it on here before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did.
Wow.
Never watched Dr. Ken.
Never watched Dr. Ken. Oh no, that's interesting. Huh.
Watched Grimm. But I don't think he had a big part. No. That guy definitely pops up and stuff and is like, oh, you're super funny, man.
Yeah. Stevie, though, too. I hadn't seen this dude in forever. Kind of took me back seeing him. I was like, no fucking way.
Recently?
Nothing. He does a lot of voice acting because I already looked him up. He does a ton of voice acting and stuff. And we'll do like TV appearances every now and then, kind of like what he's doing in this show, where he plays like an off character, but he's not, and he's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah, I'm with you, Jared. I give this show a C, just a C. I'd watch it. I continue to watch it. I don't think it will go very long, to be honest. Not to be mean, but I could see this coming and going.
It's definitely a like, I have nothing else to watch when we pop that on type. But it's like, I'm not like waiting for it to come out. Like we watched the first episode of the second season of High Potential. Like that's a good one. I like.
I was a little lost on that one because I didn't remember. It's been a while, and like the end of last season, I remember the homie who stole the Shrek statue in Entourage.
Yeah, I have no idea. Same here. I don't actually know what's going on.
So all of a sudden they're
happened at the end of the first one.
And now they're trying to connect it to being like the show used to be episodic, where she would figure out a murder or whatever by the end of the episode, and then this opening season they're like trying to make like a big overhaul storyline, and it instantly confused me.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's been a minute, and like you said, it's like I don't remember you guys focusing that much on.
But I do like her. She's great.
Yeah,
she's fantastic.
Yeah, she's super funny.
Yeah, I'm glad they brought that back. We'll definitely talk about that later. Oh, I watched this, which I never heard about this. It's on Amazon right now, and this is literally just a knockoff fucking Indiana Jones movie. That's kind of more racist.
I've never heard of it.
and the stunts are way shittier and way more ridiculous. Like he falls off a tank and then perfectly lands in between both the things, and it rolls over him. Just like crazy stunts where you're like, that was absurd. And then there's just like he's saying like ridiculous, like calling people words I won't even say right now. That they're not like, he's not saying slurs, but like calling people. I guess they are slurs. I don't know. I guess it's depending on how you would define that. Either way, it was weird. I don't even know how to explain it. It definitely felt like a movie for the times. I'd never heard about it, right? So I saw the movie poster, which actually was this one right here. And I was like, oh, wow, that's like a knockoff fucking Indiana Jones. So I Googled it real quick, and lo and behold, yeah, it was. They made 2, and they were trying for a long time to make the 3rd. So I was like, huh, that's interesting. And then there was like funny reviews of people being like, it's kind of a fun, like cult classic, funny laugh. And it definitely is, Jared. There's some scenes in it that are just ridiculous. Like, yeah. They're about, okay, dude, this is what I'm talking about, the racist part. Okay, this is a man-eating tribe, of course, right? And they're all dancing around, super over the top, and they're inside of this hot water, and they're rocking it back and forth, right, Jer? And then somehow it starts to roll, and the shot of them inside of it as, dude, it's just so... And then it like rolls down a whole mountainside. You're like, it gets a very slapsticky. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, but at the same time,
and this is the
real dated.
first one.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. And
Dude,
I'm looking at the director. The only thing I've heard of is Battle for Planet of the Apes.
Oh, he did Battle for Planet of the Apes. He must have done that.
The director,
like,
at least.
What, 20 years prior?
Yeah.
So whoever this directed this, he must have been really old by the time he's directing this movie, is what I'm hearing now from you. Yeah, like if this tells you what kind of film this is, this should tell you all right here. Some of these images, it is way over the top. This is probably the director right here, huh? This poor, he looks like he's already in the 70s directing this, and this movie was made in what, the late 80s?
Right. Yeah, I think 85. Yep.
Yeah, we weren't even born yet. Okay. I mean, this is the main star. This is clearly what he looks like now. What else had he done? I never heard of this guy. Okay, he's a voice on the Thundercats, but the 2011 Thundercats. He was in 2 episodes of Chuck. I did like the show Chuck. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Okay. Will and Grace, 1 episode. Drew Carey Show, 1 episode. This guy's career is pretty awesome. Return of the Musketeers.
One of the writers for the movie did Police Academy.
Oh,
3,
he was in the original
5.
4 Musketeers. So that must be like his.
Oh, he did it.
What that guy's from, Jerry. He was a musketeer in the 1970s Musketeers movies. This guy was. So then he did that, and then by the 80s he was like washed up probably. Oh, did he pass on this past year? He did, didn't he? That's sad. Oh, I feel bad. Well, you know what, dude? I watched that movie in your honor, homie. Oh, you passed on in March. At 90 years old. Fucking A, bro. Well, good on you, bro.
Oh my God.
And you had you had an awesome career. You did a ton of movies. And you were in Alfred Hitchcock movies in 1959, Jer. He was in a Hitchcock.
Which one?
Just one of his presents. One of the TVs.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't mean he actually directed them on screen, but still. we didn't need to get into the nitty gritty of it, but I would give this movie a definite C. But if you're looking for a solid laugh of like an old, like kind of bootsy film, the special effects are great though because they are practical. There's definitely no digital in this. I like how they call them German explorers. They're like knockoff Nazis too. Like they couldn't even get the rights to like Nazis. Like you know, in Indiana Jones, he's actually fighting the Nazis, right? In this one,
Mm-hmm.
they're just German explorers, right? But in the movie, they're Nazis. They're in look right here. You can see he's in a Nazi outfit, but it's like a cheap ass one. Like I can't explain it. Like everything in this movie is super low budget. Well, actually, let's scroll down.
Yeah.
What did they shoot it for? Oh, right here.
12 million. Oh my god.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah, that's wild. That has to be like with
Estimated?
inflation and stuff. That's crazy. That is so crazy for a movie in the 80s.
Was this drug front? Huh. I'm mind blown by that number. It didn't. I guess I don't even know what to say to that. That's crazy. All right. Well, that was a C movie. Upload, Jerry.
Yeah. Say Amazon TV show. I guess it came out in 2020 and then ended earlier this year, I guess. We watched it this year. It's like a sci-fi comedy. And it's like
You said it was Amazon,
in the
Jerry?
future it's like yeah, it's Amazon, and it's like in the future it's like 2033, and it's like you can upload your consciousness to a server or whatever, and then they put you in this virtual world so you can like live forever or whatever. And it's about the main guy, Nathan, guy in the middle. He like dies, and like they upload him to the thing, and it's him trying to figure out who murdered him, at least the first two, and that's like his best friend. It's funny. It's really funny.
Really?
Like the friend who's there, that guy,
Wait,
he's an AI,
wait.
and he
Is this not? No, that's not the same girl from the Aliens. Go ahead. Sorry.
maybe, I have no idea. But the redheaded guy is like AI, who's like does all the service stuff for the hotel or whatever, and he's hilarious. Yeah, it's a really funny movie. We put it
MGM
on
Studios.
randomly, and like it was well worth it. It's like 3 full seasons and then like a 4-episode fourth season, so they could wrap it up. Um, and like her and the other girl are like angels who like help people. Like, you know, they work in the real world, but they're like the tech support basically. It's like, hey, my bed disappeared, help me, and then they pop in or whatever. But
I know him
yeah, it's a
from
comedy.
something.
I
Ah,
know him.
he plays the guy who got his ear or something chopped off and got fired from the animal show with fuck, what the fuck's his name? The community dude. His new
Joe McHale. Yeah, I know him from that, from Animal Control.
yeah, Animal Control.
But yeah, I think he was in something else. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's a comedy.
I'll watch this,
It's
Jared.
really funny.
I'll definitely watch this.
Yeah, it's only like 30, 34 episodes or something. That's the blonde girl's like his girlfriend.
In
Who
real
like
life?
convinces him to yeah, like there he convinces him like, hey, because he gets in a car accident, and like, hey, you can like upload and we can be together forever. And so it's like her dealing with that. I don't know, it's really funny. Definitely worth it. I would say it's like B plus, maybe A minus. Like again, it's not mind blowing by any means, but it was a fun watch. Because I feel it was a thing where it's like, oh, like play Switch or something, and it's like, oh, kind of ended up just watching the episodes.
Yeah, I was doing that with
Because
Pokemon
they were funny.
and that
Yeah.
and Paper. I was like, oh, I'll get a little Pokemon and put paper on in the background, and then I just end up watching paper. And I won't even lie, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It also has made me. I started watching the extended edition Office episodes. There's like the fan season. To be honest, a normal episode's what, 25, and they're about 35, so they're only adding 10 minutes of uncut footage, right, or whatever. And I don't even fucking notice where they added it. Wherever they are adding it, it's not. I'm not like. Nothing's like whoa. Like that's like definitely extended. But then again, maybe I'm not paying attention as much. I don't know. All right, so what do you give Upload?
A- B plus. Like
Okay.
it's definitely, I would definitely say, like, if you're really like, oh, I want something to watch, want something funny, 100% watch Upload. They're like 30-minute, 20-minute episodes, whatever they equal out to be. And the woman in black and white is the blonde woman's grandma, but she was like born in the 1930s or whatever. So she's like, I don't know. It's really funny.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely worth a watch.
All right. Oh, I had both these. That's actually what I wanted to put the title as. I fucked up. All right. I'm going to say something weird, but I thought that these two movies were kind of similar. Maybe it's because they both use these big over-the-top practical effects in them. Not necessarily storyline. I think it was just the weird practical effects. All right, let me go with substance first off. Was the movie awesome? Yeah, it was definitely awesome. And I think 20-year-old Tubi would have fucking loved this. Like coming out of high school, early 20s, Tubi, when I was super into movies and collecting the DVDs and doing all that, I would have loved this movie. I think the ending of this movie gets a little too over the top. I think they had a really good flick on their hands up until that ending, in my opinion. This is going to sound weird. The movie was never at all grounded, but it somehow kind of felt like it was, even though there's a person climbing out of her back, right? But then when that monster starts stapling the face on itself, and then it goes back to that thing, and then the guy hits it with the stick for no fucking reason, really, and the head disappears, and then another head pops out. That's when I was like, okay, this movie's gone. Like, it felt the same way as Weapons when they start chasing the lady at the end. Sorry if you haven't seen Weapons or whatever. That doesn't really reveal too much, whatever. But I was just like, man, what the fuck? Like, what was that all about? And like, the thing to me in this movie, and maybe this is just me doing a Tubi rewrite of the film, but I felt like the real thing of this movie would have been for the hot chick who was banging hot. Like, don't get me wrong, Margaret Quayle or whatever the hell, she's phenomenal in this movie. It is way too sexual, to be honest. It was just like that other movie from last year that was way super sexual, where she's banging her shoes together and slapping her vajayjay. In this movie, she's like dry humping the floor for half the film. It's bizarro. But if she would have killed Dennis Quaid, I don't know why, Jerry, that was what I thought was going to go on. Because it felt like Demi Moore wanted revenge against Dennis Quaid for pretty much firing her when she was too old. She's this Hollywood star who has a star on the Walk of Fame. When she comes back as a young hottie, the best she does is go get her shitty job. I was just kind of confused by that because, like, wasn't that the bottom of the barrel for her was being on that aerobics show? She was a Hollywood star. I don't know. I thought that was the one thing I was like, that's where the movie... I don't know. I still loved it. I still thought it was awesome. The scenes that you do get are fucking killer. I just think it would have been badass if the young version, Sue, would have killed Dennis Quaid's character, and then Demi Moore's character would have killed the boyfriend. because when he's out front and he bumps into her and starts yelling at her, and then she like death stares her. That's when I was like, oh, she's gonna kill that dude. She's gonna kill that motorcycle homie. And then I think there could have been this weird like Romeo and Juliet-esque thing at the ending. So yeah, I rewrote the ending to what I think would have been a cooler ending. But other than that, it's a really good movie. I don't know. It's still like I still think it was A. I wouldn't give it an S. I'd give it an A. I give it a solid A.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching it. Hated the scene of Dennis Quaid eating the
micro
was it,
lens,
like tomatoes or whatever that was.
Shrimp.
That was awful.
Shrimp.
Yeah, that was terrible. Hated that. Yeah, very visually visceral movie in that sense. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely interesting. Definitely worth a gander.
Well, it's super art housey with like just the way it's shot and like yada yada. Like this whole thing when this old guy comes popping back up, and it's supposed to be the dude from the hospital scene in the beginning of I don't know, like some of this movie felt a little like a real low budget art house film. Some of it did. But then the special effects like were pretty phenomenal. Like all of it looked great. Dude, when she's really old and running down the hallway, like, dude, there's a bunch of scenes in this that really creep me out.
Yeah,
I really like the movie.
Be careful scrolling through those pictures.
Okay, that's good. Good heads up, Chair. Good heads up. I didn't even think about that. I'm sure there could be monsters or other stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I imagine there's like the sexual pictures or whatever.
Sexual or the monster ones with hella blood. Dude, because that ending got.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the ending is like fucking. It's just ridiculous, dude.
Yeah,
I was like super into the movie.
Real hard.
Dude, when it started stapling it to its face and putting on the earrings, I thought, and like I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, definitely lost me a little bit with the ending, but it was like, all right, fine. You know, you're really committing to it at that point. But yeah, it was super silly.
If they were gonna do that, I feel like she needed to look more. This is gonna sound horrible. This is gonna sound so horrible, but she needed to look more possible and feasible. Like, still make them look pretty, messed up or whatever, but it needed to be feasible. Like having seven eyes everywhere and another face and all that. Come on, it turned into Hellraiser all of a sudden or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, like Nightmare on Elm Street monster. Like what? Like what's going on here now? All right, and getting into that same thing, here is a movie that did that, but it leans kind of into that as being almost part of the joke and the vibe. And it makes it to where it works. This movie is so over the top, and I better not scroll too much too, because this movie is super gory and also shows a bunch. It shows boobies, shows dong, but in like in funny ways. Even the boobies is in a funny way, and not like I know that sounds weird, but it works, Jer. If you know what I mean. Like this movie was amazing. I really enjoyed this. What's his name right here? Elijah Wood was amazing as this creepy character that he played. Everyone's putting on quite a performance. Kevin Bacon is the main bad guy. Elijah Wood plays his brother. And Kevin Bacon as the main bad guy was phenomenal. They're all playing it very over the top. It's very what's the word I'm trying to think of here? It's not coming to me right now, but it's clearly they're doing a bad job, but it's supposed to be bad. What is that? There's a term for that. I can't think of it right now, but it works. It works.
Like campy? Or?
Yes, campy. It's very campy. But I feel like this is gonna sound crazy, but homie playing playing this character, and now him going from a normal sized human to being a tiny person, the Swamp Thing, or I mean, the toxic. I don't know why I said Swamp Thing. Toxic Avenger being now a tiny person, it super works for some reason. I can't explain
Mm-hmm.
it. Like you gotta like see it for it to make sense. Because you know the Swamp Thing was kind of like he got picked on and then he gets knocked into the toxic ooze or whatever. So then him being a tiny guy or whatever kind of like adds into that element in a way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, they do some psychedelic stuff. It's definitely a low budget movie. Um, you know, if you get an opportunity to
'Cause
see
didn't
it,
they make this like a while ago too?
yeah, they made it like 3 or 4 years ago, and they were looking for like distribution rights, I think.
Mm.
Oh, they made it 2 years ago. They made it 2 years ago, and they've been looking for distribution rights. So it just hit theaters recently. Like me, BK, and Nick T just saw it maybe 2 weeks ago, um, and it was only in theaters for like a limited time. So
Hmm.
yeah, but it was cool, man. I hope it hits streamers and like people got a cult classic, you know, and it picks up after the fact. Yeah, the release
Mm-hmm.
date was August 29th, 2025. But if you scroll up to the top, it says it was, you know, 2023 it was shot or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd give it an A. You know, it isn't like S tier, like super broke the mold. I mean, it's Toxic Avenger. If you've seen the original one
Mm-hmm.
from the 80s or late 70s and
Yeah,
early
yeah.
80s, whatever it is,
I think 80s, yeah.
it's definitely that same idea, just with Peter Dinklage, and he definitely brings something to the role. And Elijah Wood, yeah, Kevin Bacon. I mean, you can imagine. It's cool.
Yeah, a lot of notable cast members.
Oh, and then I watched this. This is another Jerry recommendation. And Jerry, you were not wrong.
Nice.
I really, really enjoy the show. My one controversial thing that I'll say is I don't really care for the daughter's whole storyline that much at all. Her and the goofy guy living with the poor annoying girlfriend who keeps bothering them
Mm-hmm.
is such a weird storyline, and she always seems to be getting into these dramas that are like things that I like beefing with other college kids or whatever it may be that I care about less. I do like Shang-Chi and his buddy Kimchi.
His buddy's
Uh,
he was hilarious. Yeah, he's super funny
their whole shtick and then the
in the
whole
show.
will they won't they that he has between him and his boss. I'm cool with that. I enjoy that part of the show, but really I'm there for obviously the dad. He is the highlight of the
Mm.
show. Him and the wife and everything that goes on at the store itself is really what you're there for, in my opinion. Um, he says crazy racist stuff, but then explains how it's not, and it's amazing. It's very over the top. I was surprised, Jer. Even like the first episode, I was like, "Holy shit, this show is really pushing the limits," but not in like a cursy way, in a very like weird way. Um, he's great. It takes place in Canada too, right? Like it doesn't even take place in America.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just about to ask, like, oh, was it a Canadian company?
They're like smoking outside this episode too, and then she comes over and like you know, you guys can't smoke here. There's just like weird things like that. It's like, oh, they wouldn't even do that in the States at this point. Like things like that I pick up on where I'm like, oh, okay. Like I don't know, smoking like that would have already been a no go. Although this show's like what, a
Yeah,
few
to
years
like
old?
show it. 2016 to
Okay.
2021.
Okay. Well, smoking was still cool. Um yeah, it's a cool show. I really, really enjoyed it. I haven't got to the end. I think I'm one season off from finishing it up. I know you said the end kind of was kind of a bummer how it was left off. So I'm not super looking forward to getting to that because it's definitely a cool show.
Yeah, no, yeah. Good sitcom, great cast. And yeah, like you said, the parents are super funny. Like they have a good dynamic.
Yeah. It's nothing against the chick. It's just her storylines are the more drama-y, like, ones that you're like, they're a lot more cringy that I just like, I don't want to, goodness gracious.
Yeah, I think like there's a not necessarily like self-righteous in us, but like the daughter definitely thinks she's always in the right with some of these situations, and it's like you said, it's like you didn't need to get yourself into that. You could have just let that go.
Yeah. It's
But
just uncomfortable shit. Once they introduced the girl, the live, I having on, she's still living with them. The live-in girlfriend was that episode where she like borrowed. I don't know. There was like it's a very weird one that it was like so cringy that I didn't watch it for a couple of days because I was like, oh, that last one left a bad taste in my mouth. It was so cringy-ish. Yeah, but it's a cool show. But because like that also means it's well written though. If it's bringing out those emotions out of you,
Yeah.
A bad show nowadays is something where I'm on my phone the whole time and didn't even fucking pay any attention to it. Or like,
I've realized that too. Of like, again, when an actor or actress has me like hating their character, it's like, oh, you're nailing it. You are nailing the character to make me like actively dislike this character.
Yeah.
Such a strong way that it's like, oh yeah, you did a real good job.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, if you got fucking Netflix, a lot of people do. Oh wait, is that Kimchi right there? He has another show. Let's check this out real quick. Hold on, guys.
That is him.
Oh, and this already got canceled. To 2 years on this. It's on Hulu, huh? Okay.
I've never heard of that.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
Yeah.
Okay, 28 episodes. Anybody else notable? No, not at all. Okay. This is oh, it's another Canadian show. So, okay, so they're like full blown Canadian actors. Okay.
Yeah. Which is great when they say sorry.
Yeah. Totally. I notice it more with the boss chick when she says stuff. I'm like, she's super Canadian. This chick.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right too? Like, she born and raised? Where does it tell you that? Scroll down. Yup. Knew it.
Yep. Newfoundland. Noof.
Wow. It's sad when I see the year they were born now. You're like, ah. All right. And then, oh, shit. I forgot about this. I watched this a hot minute ago. This is like the first thing I watched after the last time we talked about stuff like this on the show. This movie was not that bad in the grand scheme of Eddie Murphy movies in the last, this last round of Eddie Murphy movies we got. There's the original Eddie Murphys. Then there's I make movies with Disney and kid movies, Eddie Murphy. Then he took a long break. Then he's come back and he's been making movies maybe the last, 10 years. And in this last 10 years, there's been a lot of remakes of stuff he did before that sucked. Like, Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America, you name it. He kind of destroyed it. This one, that Tower Heist movie he did with Ben Stiller, trash. I watch anything Eddie does. Big Eddie Murphy fan, if you don't know. I like Pete Davidson too. I'm always a fan of the Pete. I think he gets a bad rap. I enjoy his work. So I was happy to see this movie. Andrew Dice Clay plays the other role. Their dispatch guy is Andrew Dice Clay, which I hadn't seen. I don't think I've ever watched a movie. I know who Andrew Dice Clay is, obviously, but I don't know if I've ever seen him in a film before. Or if I have, I can't think of it.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't done anything notable in the last 30 years.
So yeah, it was interesting to see him pop up in this. Oh wow, that's the only photos they have. No wonder. It's a pretty basic concept. The two of them work for the company that picks up the money, the big metal trucks or whatever, and they're about to get robbed and stuff. And Eddie Murphy's on the verge of retirement. Pete just started. Pete wanted to be a cop. It didn't work out. Eddie wants to retire, and him and Eva Longoria are gonna make their own bed and breakfast. That's the storyline. The 90% of the movie, I would say 80% of the movie, is the two of them just in that truck, with funny shenanigans kind of unfolding, surrounding them. It's a solid B- movie. For Eddie Murphy at the age he is now and still trying to make comedy films, I enjoyed it. And it's kind of a new premise. Ish. Because there's a little bit of a twist. They're not actually going after the money, whatever. You can imagine there's something else in there or whatever the bullshit. You can imagine where it goes. And then him and Pete end up, it's the classic, like Eddie's the old man and he hates on Pete. Pete's the young guy, it's pretty corny.
Yeah.
Like it hits all those one-noters. Yeah, like I said, B-. And I'm really only doing that because I love Eddie Murphy that much. Is it really a B-? Probably not. It's a solid C to D ratio film. But I'll give it a B- because I love Eddie that much. What's he up to next? Let's see here. What's he got?
Shrek 5. Pink Panther.
Oh, that's right. Fucking Shrek
else.
5.
Nobody needs a Shrek 5.
Well, Shrek 5. I mean, those are kid films. I'm surprised they didn't make 6 of those off tops to begin with. Like, who cares? Like, sure. People acting like Shrek movies are actually good is always baffling me. It's like, okay, sure, I guess if you like them, you like them. They're not like actually good, or whatever. I don't know. That's a real hot take.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one, and then I've seen the.
Maybe I need to rewatch them.
Film.
I did like that last Puss in Boots. Maybe I need to rewatch it because I don't remember being that wowed by it, but people seem to fucking love it.
Yeah. I think I have the same take of like that was a kids movie, but like apparently cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, I guess.
Definitely like you don't need 5, but whatever. That's what they want to do. I heard they had to push the date back because the internet guessed the plot.
Really?
And so they have to do. It was supposed to come out like next year or something, and they pushed it back to 2027.
Wait, what are we talking
just
about?
Speculating Shrek 5.
Oh, really? That's wait. You're not really.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That they have to reapproach it because they apparently picked a very guessable plot.
That seems insane, though, for that to be true.
Yeah, who knows that? They're like, oh, something must have happened. But I don't know. There was no actual explanation of why they push it back. But I guess it's supposed to come out next year, but not anymore.
I might watch at the drive-in at most. I'm not gonna like run out of my way to see Shrek 5, unless it's like gangbusters or I'm taking my niece or something ridiculous. But who knows? Oh, what was your thoughts on? We didn't go over. We have a little bit more time, real quick. So we're not gonna obviously have time to play. But what did you think of the Nintendo Direct? Did anything pop out at you, Jer? I know you popped into my stream when I was watching it. But was there anything that you were like, oh man, I'm actually psyched for that one?
No, absolutely nothing. That was such a
Japanese
dumb direct. Like it was
like a lot of
I don't know.
JRPGs. Like I don't play Fire Emblem. I don't play Dragon Quest. Like that's the thing to me was like if you like Dragon Quest and Fire Emblem, you must have been fucking stoked out of your mind, right?
Even the whole all the Marios are gonna be on Switch 2 now is like I don't fucking.
You mean the Mario Galaxies?
That's not like. Yeah, whatever it was that I was like, I don't care about that. Like,
Well, that and
stop,
they're
Mario.
actually
Don't
an
care.
extra price tag. Well, the thing to me is that like it's the fucking 40th anniversary, and your big fucking announcement for the 40th anniversary is to re-release these games and make a fucking movie. A movie? You're Nintendo. We don't want a movie. We want a new game, assholes. Now I've heard theories that they're gonna go like they're sitting on the announcement of Mario Galaxy 3 for next Christmas. And the movie will come out next year. And then I've heard that theory. I hope there's something. Because no Mario, like if the Mario game we got, because we did get a Mario game, we got, and I'm gonna get, where is it? We got fucking Mario Tennis. And I bought the last
Oh
Mario
yeah, that
Tennis,
was.
and the last Mario Tennis sucked. Like Mario Golf was good.
Yeah, that was.
I'm sorry, Mario Golf
Yeah,
was good. Everybody is so wrong about this. I will go to my grave. Mario Golf was fucking good on the Switch, and Mario Tennis sucked. And somehow we got a new Mario Tennis, not a new Mario Golf. What the fuck?
it's whatever. I don't really, they've all been fine, but it is a thing of just
Well,
like,
golf wasn't great.
Don't give me another.
Yeah.
Just more of just like, don't give me a sports game. Give me the Mario. Give me a Luigi game.
Well, give me a new
Give me a
sports
Wario
game. Well, yeah. Give me
or
well,
that.
My
or
thing,
that,
Jared,
like,
too, Jared, is give me both. We should get one sports game every now and then, and a mainline Mario. Like give me a new Mario baseball or something cool that we haven't had in forever, and then give me a mainline Mario or Luigi, like a new Haunted Mansion or something. I don't know. I never played a Haunted Mansion, but I mean,
But yeah,
they kind
what I saw the direct is just like
this.
and besides giving the date of Metroid or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like you really needed to spend like 90 minutes on this, Nintendo. Like,
This
jeez.
game does look fucking awesome if I was a 5-year-old or whatever. Maybe I can get Alessi to play this. This was a part of the 40th anniversary. In the graphics on this, they actually like did some like weird clay animation style, and I think it looks fucking awesome. But like for a child's game, I'm trying to fast forward to where you actually see the clay animation style, the gameplay. Yeah, like the gameplay looks. I think this looks really fucking cool, but it's literally a Yoshi Kids game. Cool announcement, Nintendo, but not good enough as far as I'm concerned. On the Mario announcements, then the rest of these games, nothing like popped out to me. This linked spelt with a Y. This one looked interesting. Hades 2, but that was we've already seen Hades 2 because they even did a demo of that. Making us pay for fucking Mario Wonder expansion for Switch 2. Bullshit. I should get that for free that I bought it. I do want to get the Mortal Kombat Legacy, but that's not going to be cool, like kind of what you were saying. I am excited to try the Virtual Boy, but at the same time, it's an extra $100 for some plastic bullshit once again. Stardew Valley announcements, Jerry. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, nothing was.
The rest of these games are kind of whatever.
Like, whoa, like nothing. Yeah, it was either updates on stuff like you said we already knew about.
Well, it was
or
Monster
just games
Hunter.
That it's like I don't care.
It was Monster Hunter,
like,
Dragon Quest, and like I'm kind of excited that their big teaser thing was that they're getting Resident Evil the same day that everybody else is, which is pretty fucking crazy, because that hasn't happened since like what, GameCube, that they were.
I was gonna say, I think Resident Evil 4 might have been
right. So I get why they're super stoked that they're getting the new Resident Evil on the same day as PlayStation and Xbox, and that is a dope announcement. But at the same time, I don't really fucking care about Resident Evil that much. So it did like what you're saying, Jared. It didn't like Dragon Quest. That Dragon Quest looks cool, but I've never played it. The one thing I was going to ask you, Jerry, is have you fucked with these Hyrule Warriors games, or are they cool? Because they look fun.
I played the demo. I played the demo for one, and like maybe it's cool if you play with people, but it was definitely like, well, I'd rather just go play Zelda
Zelda.
at that point. Like, yeah, again, it's interesting because you can be the different characters. Like, you can be, the water princess or whatever, the Zora. Like, so like that was interesting, but it was just a hack and slash game, and so it's like, maybe it's cool with friends, but solo, much rather just go play a Zelda game.
That was kind of fun though.
Yeah, that's why it's like, yeah, it doesn't look bad or anything, and like the combat's cool, but it is a thing of like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna spend tens of hours just fighting hordes of
They don't,
enemies.
they don't really show online play with homies. Oh yeah, they do. Oh, wait. That's couch co-op. Oh, game share.
I thought it set up to 4 people. Maybe I'm super wrong about that. Because that would make it more worth it. Of the like, yeah, play with more than one buddy.
Yeah, I'm intrigued, but yeah, I mean, I was overall. I thought that this direct was pretty lackluster for me on a personal level, but like I can totally see if you liked, those other big games. Nick D, he's still in chat. He texted me and told me that I should hop on because there's a bunch of Final Fantasy announcements for Switch. But see, these are things, Jared, for you it doesn't matter. You had PlayStation the whole time, so why would you give a fuck? But it is cool, I guess, that they are like Nick D was saying that. Where is it? Whatever Final Fantasy's coming is like the good one. He said it was the best one to
Final Fantasy
play.
remake.
Yeah, he's like, that's right here, right
Next to
here.
the linked,
Yeah, Nick D was saying that this is the game to play and that it's awesome that it's coming to Switch and that I should give it a shot. But once again, Jared, when I watched the direct, I don't know that. I was like, oh, Final Fantasy. I don't give a fuck. Where's Mario? You know, it really like what you said it. You really said it, Jared. It was really the Metroid getting a release date was the big announcement for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would definitely say check this game out and stuff. Because, as I was telling Nick, one thing that keeps me from like playing a lot of the PlayStation games is not a big TV, because it's like we're watching something or whatever and trying to play the remote. It's just so laggy where it's like, oh, if you can play this handheld on the couch, I for sure would be more interested in tearing through a bunch of these games if I could just sit there and play it and not have to take up the TV and Karina can't watch anything. That would be one selling point for me with these games ported over to Switch. Like, what was the other one? Cyberpunk and stuff.
Well, I mean, the big one for me, but this wasn't even at the announcements. This already came out. Was this game? Because I really wanted to play this when it came to PlayStation and Xbox, and now it's already on Switch. It's pretty awesome. I definitely think, like you asked earlier, Jerry, I think this will be the next Switch 2 game I play because
that you're looking for.
Yeah. And it's kind of like what you said too. Being able to play this handheld and all that is like I'll be able to yeah.
I will say that is one thing I really like about the Switch is that you can easily go between TV and handheld. And it's like, I don't want to have to like go buy a Steam Deck or different thing for PlayStation, play these games where it's like, Nintendo does have my interest for that.
Well, I'm already in the ecosystem. Well, now with the crossover and all that, they've kind of really fine-tuned it to where it's like, well, I'm happy with being in one ecosystem and just maintain. And I know that's horrible, because that's how they're able to get away with repackaging the same game and selling it to me again twice.
The Batman Lego game is probably the one thing that I was like, oh, okay, Nintendo. Otherwise, everything else I did not care about.
But this
But
wasn't
as we always talk about,
the Batman Lego game was announced at that Gamescom a couple weeks earlier, Jerry. I don't think that was
but
at.
yeah, I don't know if there was. I guess they actually showed gameplay or whatever from
Did,
it here or something. But
oh
yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was very minimal stuff that was actually interesting.
It was in the partner sizzle reel, I think. But yeah, either way, um, yeah,
But yeah, I do think Nintendo's.
the announcement for the fucking movie real quick. Like, then they announced like the actors, and it's like no fucking shit. It's all the same people that was in the movie last time. Like they didn't even
We
like
got the cast back,
yeah.
guys.
And I see Nick D said,
actually haven't seen it.
"Oh no, this is just it's just gonna be." Homie's gonna pop up, and then the Mario Galaxy logo comes down. You're like, oh shit. I heard someone point this out. I feel like they're rushing to Mario Galaxy a little too fast. Shouldn't it have been Mario Land, and then Super Mario Land, and then Mario Galaxy? Like they went Mario to Mario Galaxy real fast. You know, like wow.
They just want to introduce more people so then they can do like the Rosalina film and like the
Yeah, totally.
It's
Totally, Jer. That's a good point.
they're just like, oh, how can we introduce enough characters? So, because like you said, they're doing like a Donkey Kong movie and blah blah blah.
I thought they were, yeah.
Is that it? It's just like, oh, they just want more IP out there.
All right, so Nick D.
Like I guarantee there'll be another Bowser song. I bet Jack Black will have a song.
This is what we want, Nick D. We I don't know about this whole we want another F-Zero. I don't think we need another racing game. We already got Mario Kart. We're about to get this new Kirby racing game. What we need is a cool Star Fox game. I don't know exactly even what that means, but a cool Star Fox game featuring all the characters. I don't know what this is that I pulled up, but
what is this? Oh, for Wii U.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that's why they haven't done it again. They because the last time they did it was for Wii U. This game I'm pretty sure flopped, and then they were like, all right, like. And then they didn't do one for the Switch. So, I mean, it's time. It's time for, it's perfect time for a new Star Fox. It's been a whole console. They slept on them. It's time to bring it back.
Yeah, it's been 10 years.
This is the last game they made, Jared? Is that what you looked up?
Yeah, 2016.
Yeah.
And I guess it was based on a never released Star Fox game for Wii. They just kept developing it, and then
so they made one for
Wii U.
There was a Star Fox 64. Yeah. So 64, they missed the GameCube, right? Or no?
Yeah. No. There was let's see, let's just go to franchise.
Like, are they skipping every other console gets a Star Fox game? Is that what I'm really trying to get down to?
Star Fox for Super Nintendo, Star Fox 64.
Oh, so back to back
Star
there.
Fox there was one for GameCube. Star Fox Adventures.
Oh, so maybe the it's just the Wii and the Switch are the only ones.
There were two for GameCube. Star Fox Assault. Wait. Okay, this was DS. There's one for DS. Star Fox Command.
See, I missed out on all the GameCube shit. I hope they bring that stuff to this.
64 3D for 3DS.
Yeah,
Star Fox Zero. Star Fox Guard was a tower defense game for Wii U. And then Super Nintendo, I guess, had Star Fox 2.
Yes. But that got that was canceled, then they've reissued it later. Like you could play Star Fox 2 on the emulator right now. on the Switch.
Mm,
Like you can, Jared, if you wanted to.
I think I've seen it, but yeah, didn't actually check it out.
It's kind of got a cool story.
Oh.
Just I mean the whole like how it didn't come out and then now it came out later.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I feel like we've now done our allotted amount of time. I did want to touch on that real quick because we missed it last week. It is interesting. I know what you mean though, Jared. I totally did feel the same way that you did, where it was like there's not really anything here for me personally.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll be honest. The Donkey Kong DLC really pissed me off, and then them announcing
that's when I hopped in the chat is when they announced you were talking about that.
That really because I had just finished the game like a couple days earlier, just a few. And it's like you motherfuckers are now, and then you got to pay for it. If it came for free with the family plan, which I already fucking pay for, I would have been like, oh, that's cool, I'll take it. Then the icing on the cake, I will say Nintendo, and I'm a fucking fanboy, but y'all announcing a Pokemon. I guess this is really Game Freak / Pokemon. But y'all announcing DLC for a Pokemon game that hasn't even come out yet is insane. Insane. The game ain't even out yet, and they were like, here's some DLC. Like, you can see it right here.
Yeah, that is pretty wild.
You fuckers making DLC. The game ain't even out yet. That's absurd. That's absurd.
At that point, it's like, just put it in the game.
Yeah, well, dude. That's the thing about the Donkey Kong thing. Like, it's way too early. Like this should have came out like in the spring of next year, in my opinion. At earliest, to like my theory is like our sales already dropped off for Donkey Kong Bonanza, so they're like, fuck. We need to juice them. And if so, like wait a little closer to Christmas even. Like that could have came out in like, I don't know, November. Even that would have been like space it out a little further between the release of the full length game and dropping fucking DLC. That's all I'm saying, dude. I don't know. I was stoked to see the Virtual Boy thing. I've always wanted to try one, Chair. I know this is gonna sound super lame. I've always been intrigued by it. I've never seen one in person. But it's $100 to buy that plastic thing. I may or may not do it. I don't know. Because how often are you really gonna fucking use it?
Exactly.
Twice. Twice.
Like, yeah, you'll try it out, try it again, and then like, okay.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, I'd almost wish I could rent it. Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool. That would actually be really cool. If you could rent it.
Like, from Nintendo. I don't know, because I do really want to try it, but it's like, fuck, dude. Because there's no way you're going to really like any of this. Like, I'm going to play each game for fucking 10 minutes, and then I'm going to be like, oh, cool. That was interesting. Like what you just said, Jared. And you're going to be like, all right, I'm done with that. Never doing that again. And then what do you do with that? You set it on the ledge? Like, I set it up there, and it sits there collecting dust.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cardboard model. You could get the cardboard model. There you go.
The cardboard model, it's like $30, and at that point, I jump off a bridge. Like,
you could make your own. You could
your
own little box.
Yeah, at that point, I might as well just get a shoebox and cut it, cut some holes in it, and just go like that. Like, I might just do that.
You know.
I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. See what reviews, how people
we'll see
feel about it.
If how hard is that thing going to be to get? Is it going to be like when they've dropped controllers in the past and it's like, oh, fuck, I take an N64 controller. They would have got my money. But then like I couldn't get it when it came out. And then by the time they like re-up on them, I don't even want it anymore. You know, is it going to be the same vibe where it's like, I'll go to like, fuck it, I'll buy it right now. And then when I go to buy it, it's gone. And then by the time they re-up on it, it's like you're not even into it anymore. You're like, well, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, the moment's passed. Yeah, that it is a like, you could have had my money immediately, but...
Yeah,
you're trying to play this scarcity scarcity game.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't care anymore.
All right, let's end stream. Appreciate Nick D, Sadizzle hopping in. Alex was in here earlier. We'll be back hopefully next week. Till then.